Shortly before we grazed the treetops, I knew we weren't going to make it all the way to the runway. And the plane skidded about 100 feet and then flipped over and inverted. We crawled out of that airplane. We're standing there in the middle of a snake-infested swamp. I think the airbags were very instrumental in keeping us from serious injury, because there was 3 people on board that walked out of that plane unharmed. It was a cold Florida morning, and we were about 3,500 feet, about halfway to Jacksonville. My students began to start adding throttle to slow the rate of descent, and at that point the throttle was stuck. So I immediately turned the plane around to head for an airstrip we had just passed. I was turning directly into a very strong wind. And then it brought us down very quickly. We impacted the tops of some 100-foot tall trees and we just kind of braced ourselves. We came up about a quarter mile short of the runway. Landed in some rough, swampy area, in a clear-cut area. The impact was so quick and so sudden, and I was not aware of the airbags deploying at the time they did. And it came to a stop within 100 feet because it was very rough. And the landing gear dug in, the plane just flipped. Now we're upside down and now we got to get out.
I would imagine that's a little bit stressful. Ending up upside down, you're disoriented, you're surrounded by brush and everything.
It probably took me a good minute or two to wiggle out of there.
One of the main reasons the airbag is there, and one of the best features of it, is that it's designed to keep you conscious and alert and able to evacuate.
And my students, they got out quickly. They're like squirrels, they just right out. but me, I'm the old fat guy, it takes a And then my next reaction was to get out my cell phone and call for somebody to come get us.
Want to hear more of Kevin Black's story? Go to GAAirbags.com.